All right, welcome in. We've got a slightly different race here today. And Kei, okay, Kei's already begun the race. People are a little out of sync. That's fine. The race has begun. We've got a 1v1 after certain circumstances happened. Tyler, one of the races originally supposed to be here, ended up still being on vacation, wasn't able to find a time that would fit within the schedule, and Blubbly ended up with a tree knocking down a power line. So not exactly the most ideal of a situation for those two racers, right, not being able to partake. But now poor Popcorn here is stuck in a 1v1 with Kei, myAngelKei here on the right with the bright white. Can hardly tell, it's like a silhouette of a skin. Right, we have like the full 100% black on the left and the full 100% white on the right. It's actually kind of cool. Okay, maybe not. Oh, that was just the corrupted mode. Okay, so it's blue v white. Okay. Not quite opposite, but still cool. We have, okay, gasoline, mocha, some stuff going on. So, Kei starting the TP. What we want to see here, right, is we want to see at least Popcorn, right, who's a little bit behind. Right, Kei's already beginning a TP. Popcorn could win this race, but as long as Popcorn gets a placement in any of these loadouts, he already gets second place in this race. Right, so that's the main goal, the main objective. Right, a little bit better would be to take down a racer who competes regularly in the Risk of Resources Showcase League. We got a gamble up. Let's go. Put in those channel points, chat. Let's go time. But Kei is opted. Oh, gets a left on huge value there. Able to stay in non-corrupted form even longer. Sorry, I have lots of words right now. I only got 2 people to look at. Only half the content. That damn power line took him down. Took him out. Ooh, damage chest. I think this is going to be the gasoline, right? And yeah, okay. So Popcorn gets the gas. It's going to be good for AoE damage throughout the run. As we look at the loadout to the bottom left of the screen, we see it's going to be an Aphelion Sanctuary Stage 2, Sulfur Pool Stage 3, ending with a Grove on Stage 4. So AoE, I would say is pretty important, especially with Grove. Right, a stage with Larva, being able to have some form of AoE damage, you can just kind of like instantly take them out. Oh boy, Harpoon. Hopefully we don't see any fall damage deaths happen with that. Surely you won't miss anything. Oh yeah, with only 2 people, I won't miss a single thing. I've got both screens up. They're right here, right in front of my eyes. Boom, Kei gets a bison steak, while Popcorn gets a steak at the same time. See? Double steak? Holy! Woohoo! Man, that's some value right there. We're eating dinner. 1 stream per eye. Yeah, my eyes are like that of a chameleon, right? They can just de-lock. Got 2 different images up. Oh, equipment. That's going to be the crowdfunder. Right? Yeah. Poira coming in with a 55 watch streak. Let's go. Double the watch streak. Or, I think it's only 5 under Klowski's 60 streak. Klowski's at the most. And that streak goes all the way back to, I believe, the subathon that we had in January? The one that went through the new year. So I've streamed 55 times since. I believe it. Yeah, Klowski had a 61. Let's go. Poirot's waiting. All it will take is just one. Just one slip there, Klowski. And he'll have the crown. Popcorn starting the TP fight, by the way. Waited until the supercharge? What's it called? The corruption meter. Waited for corruption meter to go up to 100 before activating TP. I actually had a conversation with Popcore Right? A very reflective player. He probably after every cast, every race, always is asking questions, always wants to learn how to get better. And Void Fiend, right? We know to be. I remember him messaging me saying, least favorite survivor, get too carried away, feel too powerful, and then just collapse. One of the things pointed out was that he saw he wants to wait to get to 100%, wants to wait to get that full charge on the corruption meter before activating TP. Right, we'll be seeing Kei do that a lot, right? If you're at maybe 50% charge and you activate TP or it just ended, you're going to have to do that whole TP fight, deal with the whole boss, and not being able to burst it down instantly, right? You don't have that 100 armor. You're doing like a third of your damage per second, if that. Right, so I don't know. Is Kei going to activate TP? Okay, Kei doesn't even care. Kei feels fine, and, you know, he should. It's not too big of a deal. Right, it's more of a thing to think about in stage 1, something to think about towards stage 4 or 5. But here, right, got a Clay Dune Shredder on the bottom. Just kind of whittle it down. There's like 2 beetles, right? Yeah, this is the run you missed, Tyler. You were too busy. Where did you go on vacation? I don't know if you don't mind me asking. You just say like an island or something. It's alright if it's too personal. But, oh, there's a plasma shrimp for both. Cruise within Aruba. Okay, my parents were in Aruba. Just a couple months ago. They really liked it there, actually. That's cool. Hope you had a good time. Hope Aruba was far better than playing Void Fiend, having plasma shrimp, and crowdfunder. All right. Kei getting absolutely smacked by that apothecary. Takes like 2 damage for it. Would have been a lot less damage. Maybe would have not gotten cursed from that hit had he not scrapped the 2 bison steak. And oh man, these good items just keep stacking up. Yeah, stream's back. We back. We haven't dropped a single frame. Don't worry. In case you're wondering, my internet, I wanted to stream this, and then my internet went out for... It didn't quite go out, but I was dropping like 80 to 90% of my frames. So it was just absolutely terrible. So we're a little bit better now, thankfully. I had to like restart my router and throw a little hissy fit before coming back and getting over it. Deciding, all right, time to stream. Now we live, and we see some awesome items. Like we got Lepton Daisy and Stealth Kit and Bandolier and Harpoon. What couldn't you ask for in a run like this? Right? What good items are there? Well, Popcore found a mocha that no one. I wanted to say no one else had a habit. Ooh, double Daisy for Kei. It does have a mocha. That's going to be good mobility, right? That's something you want to get every ounce of speed. Especially the first few speed items are the most important ones. Because when enemies are moving 40% faster in Eclipse 8, you need to be able to dodge the shots that they're shooting at you. You need to be able to outrun them, right? Elders can sometimes outrun you, right? For certain survivors that don't have many mobility skills. Void Fiend and Non-Corrupted doesn't have too much going. Ooh, there's an armor-piercing round. And a capacitor that Kei misses. Ooh, that's good. The Kei does find a Mocha printer, finds an APR armor-piercing round printer as well, so it's going for a 50-50 split. Does keep the gasoline. And it's got some speed, got some attack speed, got some damage, got some pennies for more loot on stage 3. This is good. That's good for Kei. But Kei doesn't have a Royal Capacitor. Will that mean too much? We'll see. It depends how fast or slow Popcore goes right now. Because right now, where Popcore is, right, if you just activate the TP, loot around the TP, and then head out, you've got that advantage. Nice Lepton, easy. Love to see it. There's an egg. Oh, and a tri-shop. I presume. Okay, that's gonna be big. especially for pillar skipping. Might be a little bit slow for Void Fiend, but still be good. Oh, there we go. Look at Popcore. Shooting through the wall. You could do that with the Void Fiend Corrupted mode. You can just, as long as you get line of sight on an enemy and begin your flamethrower, you can walk behind a wall and it will still hit. It will still do it. I'm not sure if you actually need the line of sight. Maybe it just always shoots through walls or something. I'm not sure. But what I am sure about is that Popcore will finish off the Clay Dune Strider, not taking much damage, not dying. Right, playing it well. Much different than when we saw Popcore last Void Fiend run. And has double Daisy. That's gotta be so annoying. You're like, you get your corrupted mode finally. You're at 100%, and yeah, look at Kei. Oh, that loses 25% of your corruption meter every time it goes through. At least it's a little bit less because of Eclipse 8. Oh, man, that's gotta be annoying. Right, just want to farm pennies, want to get that armor in. And nope. Have a Lepton. Yeah, Fireband for stage 3 TP. Okay, that's good. So we finally get to see some good value in this run. I mean, the Plasma Shrimp was good. The one Mocha was good, the Gasoline was good, but, you know, we want to see something actually good. Something of real value. Like that that other Bison Stick we just saw. Okay. I wonder if Kei's going to go even more in on Mochas in APR. I feel like that could be a good option. Maybe not pick that up right away. Oh, it's a piercing round, doesn't matter. Yeah, movement speed, I've always, you know, I'm noticing a trend as this hosting league is halfway through week 3, as we've been looking at over a year's worth of races over in the Risk of Resources League. Is that a crit printer? Oh my god, yep. Yeah, just go all in, baby. Do it. Doesn't even matter. Who cares about armor piercing round if you have this? Go all in on crit, and then maybe grab some Mochas if you really need the speed. If there was that egg, go for that. But man, I mean, the more white items you have walking in, those stakes and stuff, sure, they're bad items. And a lot of times, you know, when you're playing a run, when you're playing Risk of Rain 2, and you see a try shop and it's like, oh wow, Monster Tooth, Bison Steak, and what, like, I don't know, a War Banner. Is it even worth for me to go out of my way to pick this up, or should I just go to the next stage? Now, maybe not so much if you're full looting. Huge radar scanner value. But as soon as you find that one printer, as soon as you find a scrapper, I mean, it's really good value. Really, really good. And Kei actually kept an armor piercing round. And oh, that was an egg in the try shop. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah. Not gonna be able to have that. Stuck with the crowdfunder. Now, crowdfunder does crits though, right? If you shoot with it. So would that be a way? I forget. Does on hit proc items? Does it have to be a direct damage application, or can it be a like a proc chain item, or something completely different, like a shuriken, for the corruption meter to go up? I'm not sure, but I do know that a Dio's best friend is found. I completely missed that. Popcore points it out though. Thunder crit works? Okay, yeah, that's really good then. I haven't really seen that, but I guess if you have like 6 crit, right? It doesn't matter about the amount of damage you do. It depends on the amount of crits, right? It's more of a rapid fire sort of deal. I'm pretty sure. If that is the case, I mean, you just turn on the crowdfunder. Next thing you know, 4 or 5 seconds pass. Boom, corrupted mode. Turn off the crowdfunder. You're corrupted for a very long time. As soon as it wears off, just pop it again. Trunned up. Those are weird looking trees on Kei's screen. There's like no leaves or anything. It's wintertime in the Sunder Grove. Oh boy. Okay, not even able to reach that. Yeah, that's really good damage, though. We saw 2 golems die in, like, half a second. Oh, attack speed. See a nice little soldier syringe there. Yeah, Kei, at this point, you want a little bit of speed. Personally, I would have taken some Okas. I've seen so much in the races that movement speed equals win. Right? And Popcorn's going to see the egg. Once the egg, maybe... Right, you have a Royal Capacitor. Royal Capacitor is going to be able to be a huge burst item for you. But oh my god, look at that damage for Kei. I mean, Popcorn's doing pretty good, right? At 15 minutes, doing a lot better than last Void Fiend loadout, right? Seeing instant results. Kei's taking a lot of damage, would have been dead if not for corrupted mode there. 100 armor, right? So many larvae. Plasma Shrimp's going to come back online though, and Kei's going to be, wait for it, okay. Oh, Popcorn found the crit printer, though. All right. Popcorn does have the advantage of getting 1 free death, right? If Kei dies, it's a 5-minute penalty. Popcorn dies, no watches are broken. No elixirs are lost, right? No loss of white items at this point. It's still going to be fine and can continue to roll on. You almost want to play a little bit... I don't want to say you want to play risky, right? Because we know what happens if you mess up. Oh, Rusted Lockbox found. Gets the Ice Band. Nice. Huge. The Fire Band's going to be there from the Stage 4 TP. Oh, man. I mean, Royal Capacitor. Maybe we could go for a bit of a different build with burst damage. I do like the Crowdfunder setup with crit a little bit more. A decent bit more, but... Capacitor is still one of the most like renowned, one of the easiest equipments to use or to win with. It can be a little annoying to use sometimes when you're like 1 pixel off from an enemy and it decides, or maybe you're looking directly at an enemy in front of you, but for some odd reason an enemy 50 miles away is closer to where you're aiming by 1 pixel. The center mass is just slightly closer, so it's like, all right, Capacitor will shoot this jellyfish 2 miles away, and you will do no damage. Yeah, the Mithrix ducking, that is, you always want to wait for him to like, use the hammer and actually go for the slam, and that's right there is when you want to apply the capacitor shot. There's his eye construct. Look at that damage. Already half dead. Has 2 mending on it, though. But not even going to matter. Oh, maybe it does. Nope. 4 mending beetles. Oh, boy. Now, thankfully not having any pocket medic syndrome today. So they will all get annihilated. The boss gets annihilated. Popcorn's A-OK, doing fine. Gets the other band, is now going to have a fire and an ice band. Has mobility. Kei, is that a quail? No, Gorse Tome. For the competitors, any idea what the average hours played? For Popcore, I'm not sure. Pop is in chat, so you could probably just ask him. Kei probably has, I would say, I mean, not as much as like me or some of the streamers. Is very new to the game. Not very new. I've been playing the game very consistently though, for a little over a year. I would say maybe like 1,800 hours ish. I'm gonna get like a comment, a nasty comment later down the line about how off I am. Close to 2K hours, Popcorn? Okay. I believe it. Most of it casual, though? Okay. Yeah, nothing wrong with playing casual. I've had my drizzle runs. Isn't that right, chap? I wish I still had that one scene. Unfortunately, it's been wiped. Ooh, Kei's actually getting beat up a little bit by those alpha constructs. There's a blazing elder as well. It's kind of a yikes. But making use of those ice bands, of that fire band, is going to go forward equipment. Might be a vase. No, it's not. It's a super massive leech. Really good for staying in non-corrupted mode. Would have died right there on Kei's screen. Kei would have been straight up dead. If not 4. Corrupted mode. Saved again. But right, it's also knowledge of being in corrupted form, giving you that double health. Right, Kei is deliberately trying to stay in that mode to get that damage off, to get that armor on. Another equipment, it's wings. Okay, there we go. Gonna drop the Chrysalis, or not the Chrysalis, the Crowdfunder. Crowdfunder is a cool strat. One I kind of wanted to see happen during Mithrix, but oh well. Wings are better. Wings equal insta-skip, and when you have 0 movement speed like Kei, you're really gonna need them. I mean, that damage is really, really good, but how are you gonna be able to pull that off, right? When Mithrix is so fast. We'll find out. Popcore went all in on Mochas. My assumption is Popcore's now going to go over to the... Okay, gonna turn the key also into Mocha. Has the egg. Alright, still just on stage 3. Taking it slow, but not dead yet, right? Again, Popcore's main objective, or like primary objective, is get at least 1 win. Or 1 completion. Right, don't want to DNF. Should get at least 1 AP round. I mean, yeah, it's a 20% increase in damage. I think there's one that you just straight up find after, though. Either one on stage 4 or like one that you find in a chest on stage 3. Either of those could be cool. I think there's next to no chance that Popcore's gonna end up DNFing this run. I think it's gonna be deathless, maybe 1 death, maybe 2 if there's like a last second pizza death. Okay, you don't want to print away all those Mochas. Oh, really trying to get the slug. Taking all this time printing. Gets the maximum crit. And never lost the slug. Oops, nope. 110% crit. I guess it's going for the plasma strip at this point. Maybe forgot about the crit printer. Okay, last item. There you go. 13th print. Now you got crit. You're at 130%. Yikes. You're not gonna just like go to TP with that, right? Like surely you go for the Mocha. Yeah, there was the AP round I was talking about. I liked the idea, going for Mochas and then just turn the Mochas into other stuff. It would save you time walking over and you don't gotta like reprint stuff, but now there's just so much more you have to do. Printing on stage 3 while Kei is zooming onto the moon. Yikes. Hopefully it doesn't take it. Okay, I mean, if you want to stay at 100%, personally, I'd go down to 90%, because you might find another crit down the line, and then just stop there, grab the Mochas, and leave. Okay, you don't want to... You're just playing... Alright, can't make his mind up, but eventually finds an even ground. The 7-1-6 ratio. Right, kept that 1 AP round. Bye-bye capacitor, we're going to be going with egg. Egg is pillar skip. With a fuel cell, anyway. Well, now you can do it. Oh. Well, egg is also a anti-hosting measure. Nice. Wouldn't have died from that fall. Right, Sulfur Pools is a pretty low elevation map, plus with 100 armor. Would have been fine. Yeah, I mean, at this point, Kei is really going to have to mess up. I'm talking like, okay, don't go into corrupted mode. What are you doing, Kei? You don't like gonna need movement speed from that. I guess it doesn't matter. He's chilling. He's got 20 seconds. Kind of relax, listen to some slow music, and oh god. Oh god. Okay, only stealth kit procced. Kei says the cursed phrase. Make sure it's visible. Alright. There you go. DGFHFGH. There it is. Oh man, you really don't want to lose that Dios. Not at the start of the stage. Thankfully, was able to take care of the almost take care of the Dune Strider. I was going to choose to heal up. Not a bad call. Right, had that one slug, but opted to get rid of it. Okay. Meanwhile, is in the fight. It's getting smacked around, but when you have 100 armor and you get smacked by Mithrix at the 25-minute mark, it only does next to nothing. Oh boy. Man, playing on a thin line for Popcore. And I think it's a good call. Look out for the larva. Look out for the larva. Oh god. Good egg usage. Right, don't want to slam yourself up against a wall and then have 2 seconds of momentum transfer. Where we can start actually walking again. Oh. I think this is not a sub 30 for K. Right, K would need to do a sub 30, which is a common goal that people have. A lot of the racers like to see that 20-something at the end screen. And then they'll say, oh man, I played the run so slow, I'm so bad, every time afterwards. But in order to sub 30... What? Mithrix has 31 health? Okay, that's definitely not going to help for trying to get a time such as that. Oh man. There we go, one shot, there we go. Right, doesn't have capacitor, but can still use the full charged M2 with Ice Band and Fire Band. One-shotting those wisps. Pretty cool. Uses the wings. There we go. Wings in corrupted mode. Look at that. Look at K. This is like a 1-minute phase 2. Maybe I take that back. Maybe a sub 30 is possible. I mean, it's going to have to be done in like a minute and a half. You have no movement speed items for K. And, oh, jeez. There's larva. Run away, Popcore. There's like 3 glacial larva. Barely alive. I mean, you want to take care of those big enemies. You want to take care of those greater wisps, especially if you're playing someone you're not comfortable with. Right? You really gotta show respect to what Popcore's been doing here. Still hasn't died on stage 4. With a pretty decent run, right? This is one of those runs where you still got to be pretty skilled at what you're doing, right? You got the crit, you got the APR. It's not a free B. It's not a. Here's your spare drone parts and empathy cores by the end of stage 1. Here's your head stomper at the end of stage 1, right? Still have to do something. But I mean, it's really just it's struggling to find that fine line of being able to maintain that full health. Get ready for the corrupted meter to get close. Like right now, you want to get to the TP. Good usage of the R ability. And okay, once feels like with all the crit, it's gonna be able to fully charge anyway soon enough. Look out for the larva. Don't want to get hit by a larva while not corrupted. And that one's gonna die. Still at 100%. Goes for a mushroom. K is halfway. Or not halfway, 3/4 the way through phase 3. Perfectly times the shift. I think we'll maybe see one more iteration of Pizza. Yeah, not going to be a sub 30. Exactly. Going to be a little bit over. Maybe a sub 31? Depends if the phase 4 skip is done. Wait, K lost? Oh no, K has Fire Band. I take that back. Oh, jeez. Nope, doesn't want it. Okay. Don't want to risk a +5. Feeling pretty good about your time, right? Only one other person to compete against. Though if K, I mean, if Popcore was really far ahead, right, was a little bit ahead and K didn't know that, right, we might have seen like a phase 4 skip attempt. That really wasn't too bad, right? If a phase 4 skip attempt might have saved the 10 seconds, 12 seconds. Yeah, I can't. If Popcore's not going to die, Popcore's going to make it to stage 5. Awesome. Actually pretty cool. Here we go. K dodges the dead Mithrix wall. I think they had the end code name for those walls, like Dying Brother or something like that. Dead Brother. It spawns a bunch of those walls if you summon one. It's like an actual AI entity or something like that. Yeah, okay, I can't believe it. I am not gonna joke. I'm not gonna lie. When I was watching Popcore enter stage 4 and immediately like went down to half health, like, took a bunch of hits, I was thinking to myself, all right, I'm not gonna say it, but I think Popcore's gonna die. We'll go along with it though. Popcore did not die. It far exceeded my expectations, and just such a difference, right? Only a few days of practice since last week, since race 2 for Popcore, and already the training is being shown. The improvements are more than visible. We'll see Pop can do this on stage 5 as well. Right? See, this is what you want to do. If you're uncomfortable with the loadout, so many racers will do this. They'll just keep rushing and rushing and rushing, and then they die. And they're like, oh no, I gotta go harder, and they keep dying and dying and dying. You don't want to do that. You don't want to keep dying. If Popcore just like got in that situation, was almost in, it's like, okay, that's fine. I'll just keep staying in the situation and not try to dodge anything and like take 8 deaths. Don't want that to happen. Oh, 31 on the dot. Okay. Well done, Kei. We'll do... There's no bonus points in this. So we're going to go ahead and we'll do time for completion. Popcore's got time. Got till 71 minutes to complete. We'll not have to DNF. I actually don't have a scene for... Oh, gee. Oh, Popcore. Oh, please. Careful with the egg. Run. Ugh. I don't have a scene for this. I'd have to make one. So you get to just look at Kei's time. You can look at his stats if you can read Japanese. Or if you just memorize the stats positions. We'll just leave that up there. As Pop continues at the 32-minute mark, right? Still has 40 minutes to finish this run. Oh my god. Just got blasted by that by that glacial. Oh jeez. Was a little bit hidden behind that behind what was that? A wisp? A different contraption? Something. Takes the first death, but again, doesn't have the +5. Okay, well now has the +5. You gotta look out. No! You were doing so good! Now you're underestimating, you're getting tilted. Or maybe not tilted, you're caught off guard. Oh jeez, here come these bubbles. You just gotta get back in the flow of things. When you die in the Gauntlet mod, you only spawn at half health, right? You don't get all your health back, and you gotta make sure that you just stay healthy. Oh man. Okay, big threat's gone. Not gonna happen again. It could have been way worse. We've seen situations where people just keep trying and they end up dying 8 times. Literally 8 deaths, right? So, because of that, Popcore still has 35 minutes. Had the Dio's best friend from stage 2. It could be a difference maker in the end. Everything dead, yeah, just gotta take a step back, right? You don't have Opal, you don't have safer spaces, things that can really save you in those situations. Look out for all those blazing alpha constructs. They might really mess you up. But elite wisps as well. Really got to be careful. Down to 13 health. Keep this life going. You saw it happen in stage 4. Can happen here. Oh god. Okay. It was about 1 meter from hosting. Oh, there's a parent. Good shift usage, right? Trying to stay alive. Not giving up. Not just trying to DPS the enemies. Right, Popcore has, let's say, I mean, assuming he can do it in like 15 minutes, right? And that's a little bit of a stretch. I'm sure it could be done in like 10 minutes to get to the moon and kill Mithrix with the slowdown. But we'll say 15. If it takes 15 minutes, that brings Popcore up to 55. So Popcore can really, I would say realistically, he's got about 3 lives. Right. Gotta treat each one of those with care and respect. And when there's 3, 4 blazing constructs, it's gonna have to be careful. You got 3 bells, an elder, a gup just spawned in TP. That's annoying. Parent, some wisps, overloading wisps nonetheless, and without any armor, the second corrupted mode ends. It's gonna be kind of frightening. And Kei had the cautious slow, right? Popcorn doesn't have that. Popcorn got rid of that. Oh jeez, the enemies are maxed out. There's 40 enemies. We just saw that gup not split. That only happens if the game is maxed out. Right, no AoE items. Remember that. There's no ukulele, no void scent, none of that. Your only AoE that you got is your M2. And I guess your M1 if you like pierce a bunch of enemies. Makes good use of those mochas. Gotta heal up a little bit. It's your only healing source. And oh jeez, what do? You can try and drag the enemies away and just cope charge the TP. Oh, Will-O-Wisp and Fireband. Yeah, I guess that is kind of AoE. Is it okay if I say that one Will-O-Wisp is not AoE? The enemies have to be like stacked on top of each other. It's only AoE if you have like a Primordial Cube or if you're Rex and you use the roots. It's just so bad. Or like a Shock Beacon on Captain. It's like saying Warbanner's attack speed or movement speed, right? It technically is, but it doesn't do shit. Oh, thanks YouTube. Yeah. Warbanner's more usable. Honestly, true. I would rather have the one. I mean, I'd rather have the Will-O-Wisp in hopes of getting a second Will-O-Wisp. If you have 2 Will-O-Wisp, you get massive value from that. If you have 1 Void Scent, you get really good value as well. Yeah, okay, that's a death. Elder from behind. Was really holding on to that life, though. You want to not die again, though? You are surrounded. If you're Popcore, you can drop down, you can use your egg. You just gotta run all the way to the other half of the map. You gotta wait for the enemies to come back, catch up. Right, you gotta go full dam. No one likes to go full dam, but you can really only afford about 2 more deaths. Linda, thank you so much for the raid, by the way. I do appreciate it. Hope you are doing well. Just keep killing enemies, but again, you just saw that gup again. The gup spawned in, and as soon as Popcore killed it, which Popcore can kill things really fast, really good damage still. But just every time an enemy dies, another big enemy just takes its place. Enemies are capped out. Maybe if you had good healing. And oh jeez, that's a risky move. Very aggressive with that egg. I don't think I've seen. Oh my god, 1 health. Literally had 1 HP. I saw the number 1. You saw it there too. Somehow still alive. Please come out with this. If you can make it out of this life alive without dying, you're going on the Hall of Fame. You're going to the Hall of Fame. Never been done. Oh, but playing so aggressive. Playing so aggressive when... I don't know. I still think, I mean... Right, the timer's going up. We're going to 49 minutes. Is actually going to recover. Oh, well, not when you jump right in front of an Elder. Okay. Back to where we started. 50 health. Gonna heal up with the R ability. When enemies are capped, does the director keep building credits up and spawn elite enemies? Yes. That's why you'll see sometimes some of the like the win streakers and just full looting streamers. You'll see what they do, and I'll do it too sometimes when I'm doing that. I will walk out of bounds if I have a tricorn on Sky Meadow. I walk down to the artifact portal, and I will camp. I will set up shop. I will sit there for 10 minutes, and I will walk out. I will kill 1 singular enemy, and I will hope for an overloading worm. It is a legitimate thing that people will do sometimes. That is a parent that slammed right on top. I mean, at least get some charge in if you're going to be this aggressive. Oh man, such a small bubble. One of my least favorite modifiers in Eclipse is the tiny TP charge radius. It's a really tight window. And oh geez. Right above some mushrooms, gets like 2% charge, still has 60% to go. But still keeping this life going. Oh, nope, there it is. Hall of Fame retracted. 71 minutes, I mean... You just gotta run away. Yeah, that's another death. Now things are looking pretty... I mean, we said 3 deaths was the realistic amount. There's a lot right there. Maybe heal up or something. You're only at half health. Either heal up or get your no. Okay, definitely heal now. Get out of the egg. You're on fire. Oh my god. Somehow survived. Isn't going to be able to heal now. 20 health. I think this run, if Popcorn continues to try and charge TP, yeah, there's another death. And does not run away, this is going to be a DNF. Such a good run, such a good attempt. Was doing really good. Yep, there it is. The call's going to be made. There's too many deaths. Held on for a while. Definitely saw some improvements, but you just got to know when to run, and you got to know when to fight, right? It's flight or... what's the phrase? Fight or flight tactics? Fight or flight tactics. And there is that crab trap that you'll have to deal with. You gotta believe me when I say it. They can stay in there, and you can still lead everything else out in a way. It's much better to deal with a few alpha constructs and a few, like a Gump or something like that that's sitting in your TP charge than it is to deal with 50 of them. GG's, it was a good attempt. We'll see what happens here in Loadout 2 in just a moment. We'll hand out Kei's point as well. Let's go do that. Alright, welcome back. We've got Loadout number 2 coming in for us today. We have double rebar, multi with retool. We got a... okay, it's a little bit more of a visible pink. It's still borderline like pure white. But over on the right, still Kei, with the baby girl pink. And then not so much a baby boy blue on the left with Popcorn, but more of a, like, deep ocean, deep sea blue. Very beautiful. Cobalt, yeah. That makes sense for a robot. Cobalt blue. Nice. But yeah, we have double rebar, which means... we're going to be seeing a lot of switching. People's hands are going to start cramping. And hopefully both racers are able to finish. We know that Popcore and Loadout 1 ended up with a DNF. So in order to get second place here, right, Popcore is going to need to at least finish a run. So do at least 40 minutes slower at the slowest for Popcorn to be able to finish. Any bets? Gamble? Yeah, we got gamble. Right away. Okay, huge item, huge pickup. There is a Mocha on Kei. Now, what's unique about the Mocha is that I believe all you can do is just hold down M1 and hold down Retool. I think they changed it so you can just hold down the button as long as you have the Mocha. Right, so it's barely faster, but it's automatic. For Kei to be able to rotate between rebars, it's able to get optimal reload speed, optimal rebars per second, I guess we'll call it. What would that be? RBS? RPS. And there's an elixir. Cool. Hopefully Popcorn can find that as well. IBS? I hope not. I tried to think of something on the spot, something on the fly that would be really, you know, kind of a little punny with relating to multi and rebars, but I got nothing for that. Yo, geez, thank you so much for the sub. 4 months now. You better not gamble. I know who reffed this. Alright. Item already dropped for K, right? Able to rotate off of those rebars super fast. Really, really quickly. Already gets a slug? Ooh, okay. So slug is good for multi, right? I mean, just take a look at the left. Take a look at Popcorn's health regen. We see 268. 269. Right? Super slow. Does have a healing drone. But then you look at K. Right? Getting like, what's that? 2 health per second? Maybe a little bit more than 2 health per second. Really, really good. Just can't get hurt in order to maintain that, but still is reliable. If I was K, I would want to at least have one other healing item at some point throughout the run, whether it be a bungus or a second slug. Something else to add in there, right? Multi's a giant hitbox, a hitbox that gets hit by basically everything until you get some actual movement speed. Even then, with just that really sluggish acceleration, I'm trying to play the game fast, there's going to be some hits. Yeah, really love that slug play, or slug pickup anyway, which I'm more than certain Popcorn is also going to get, given it's on the teleporter. Ooh, K gets a rebar. That's good crowd control. That with the gasoline. If you have a rebar puncher, and you don't have any like AoE items, but you get a crowbar, suddenly your 600% damage per rebar is turning into like 1,000, 1,100, give or take. Alright, so that's gonna be a pretty hefty improvement. Any wisps or stuff like, what do we got stage 2? Okay, no. Okay, Cheese is gonna call timeout. Why do you call timeout? Okay, no, he doesn't. Okay, he's learning. Nice. Yeah, any small enemies, even like a brass contraption, or like an elite jellyfish. 1 crowbar on a rebar puncher, it's essentially gonna one-shot. Or like a Lemurian. Throwing a couple watches in there, throwing like a... I don't know. Yeah, just watches. The perfect DPS output. Okay, Popcorn does have 2 mochas. There's a second mocha on Distant Roost, right? It's just able to hold down R, or control, I guess. Not R. Just hold down control. Hold down M1. And yeah, there we go. Look at that. So much faster than doing it manually. K already having destroyed one of the, was that Beetle Queen? Yeah. Nicely done. Nicely hidden was Popcorn from that Vagrant Blast. He's going to be able to take that out. No deaths today. Vagrants are no longer the most tough, most difficult enemy in Risk of Rain. It has been overtaken. By what? Well, yeah, we've yet to see. We'll find out. Oh, there's a capacitor. Capacitor picked up on K. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, no. Popcorn's going to be without that crowbar. I mean, obviously, it's not going to mean too much a deal, but I mean, there's a capacitor, right? You are a double rebar. Crowbars are nice to have. Oh, be careful. You do have healing. If you have a slug, you could probably get away with that. Goes for the Blood Shrine. Good call. K did not do the Blood Shrine. Blazing Alpha Construct. Yeah, that was pretty up there. I would also say Elder Lemurian has been pretty up there lately. I've been seeing a lot of Elder deaths. Way too many Elder deaths. You just gotta know to, like, sometimes with Elders, like, you know, so many people just default to running in circles. But sometimes the circle that you run around an Elder is just gonna throw you right into, like, every single fireball. Right? Sometimes you have to run underneath the Elder. Same with the, same with, what's the other enemy that you And Overlord. Yeah, that one too. That'll get you. Don't even remember why I wanted to call timeout. Because you saw Kei was pausing cheese. You saw, oh, Kei is wanting to take a break. Is wanting to rest. I can't let that happen. Timeout. Unfortunately, unable to get it. Nice focus crystal pickup for Popcore. That's going to be really good with the multi-slams. Hey, look, it's Hopu Feather. It's the one item in the entire game of Risk of Rain 2. Look at that right there. Hopu and then Japanese for Feather. Hopu Feather Printer. So that's the one thing, if you ever see Kei ping something, it's the one thing you can just instantly recognize is the feather. It's going to be able to get a feather, loses the predatory instincts. I'm sure that item is going to be greatly missed with all of its giga value. And repulsion armor plate. Okay, now at 2. Not bad to have on multi. Right, you already have 12 base armor with such a large hitbox as well. Just being able to negate those small shots, those wisp shots, blazing enemies, hits. Was that it? I saw something yellow behind Popcore. What was that? Oh my god. Kei, you messed up. That is a molten perforator printer. And only one person, only one individual is going to get it. Oh. We'll see what happens here. Now with 2 rolls a penny. Plenty of items, plenty of money. I mean, you can just activate TP. Oh, if only you knew. Because here's the thing, Popcore doesn't know. Popcore wants a gun. Popcore is looking. Seeking. Oh, okay, goes for a soldier syringe. I guess you have slightly better attacks, like swap out speed? I don't like that, though. I saw that other slug in there. Having 2 slugs on multi, again, it's just... He has so much health, and he has normal health regen. To be able to just hold on to a little bit more healing, I think would have been real nice. Was Beetle Guard, Boss Drop, or Gun? It was Boss Drop. There's about to be a Beetle Guard on Popcore's screen. There's a jumping Grove Tender. Okay, hello. Kei is also jumping with that Hopu Feather. Very cool. It's going to get... What's the boss item? It's up there. Is that a harpoon? I can't tell what that is. Oh, it's Shuriken. Ooh, that's going to be nice. It's a little extra damage in there, right? On top of the rebar, some shurikens. Not quite as much damage as the rebar. Oh, please don't die, Popcorn. Please do not die. I'm getting some good value from those propulsion armor plates. Love to see that. And there's the yellow item. Boom. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You know exactly what you're going to do with that, Popcorn. You know precisely what's going to happen. There we go. Kei's looking at that Chant Shrine. Trying to map out what to do after the TP is done. Let's see. Okay, double hit on Chant Shrine, and then there's a healing orb that's going to vanish. Cool. Jumps over, sees another cage. That's the first hit on that. Doesn't want to wait for the second hit on the Chant Shrine. Coming back to that later. There's 2 chests. Let's see what some of the items are for Kei. There's Ignition Tank. Oh my god. Ignition Tank with that Molten Perforator? I mean, it's not amazing, right? It's... The amount of times that Molten Perforator is actually going to proc is pretty low. And I almost think that Kei's thinking Giga Feather time. Is he? What's he doing? What is that printer? Oh, it's an armor-piercing round printer. Okay. Okay, I see what you're doing there. Gonna have 2. Going for 3. Yes, goes for 3. Loses the gas. No! Unfortunate. Likes losing the elixir, though. Wants to get rid of the monster teeth. Has 2 of them. If only those darned... no, that's the crowbar. Kind of sad about that. and will be able to keep Mochas at least, but has 2 Monster Tooth. Well, the good thing about keeping Monster Tooth is it's healing, right? Oh, there's a Recycler. Recycles into another capacitor. Is happy with and content with the 1 feather. Man. He's okay. There's the Jade Elephant. Now, if you're Popcore, you have 2 equipment. Oh no, Popcore. Popcore. Oh no. You know, okay. Can I just pause for a second? Let me go back. I get to do this once a stream. I'm gonna bitrate for a second here. Why is it that if you only have 1 equipment, and I don't know if it's the equipment in your main hand or the equipment in your offhand, it doesn't show the second slot. It doesn't show that you can have 2. It just says, oh, you've got no equipment. But all Popcore's thinking is, yep, that right there is a capacitor. And leaves. But you look at Kei's screen, look at that. 1 equipment, 2 equipment. It's so dumb. It should just show the 2 boxes to begin with. To let the user know that they have 2 to choose from. To 2 to hold on to. Oh, man. It's just one of the few pet peeves I have. In the first recycle of a green item. Oh, I don't know. Was that first or second? It's a ATG missile launcher. Mark 1. So that's going to be good. If Popcore can get that. Right, it's going to be pretty out in the open. The recycler is. There's a feathers printer. Gets rid of the infusion. Holds on to the predatory instinct. I would go double feather. Personally. Predatory, it's like, what, 5% crit? Double feather on multi? That's what I'm talking about. Kei gets 1 Void Seed. There's 9 enemies in it. Has 6 armor piercing round. Wants to try and speed things up a little bit. Lost this, the slug. Has literally no healing except for the 2 monster teeth. The 2 monster teeth that he so desperately wanted to get rid of is going to be his only source of health. And the Beetle Guard's taking them all. I don't know, but if I was in Kei's shoes, I would not like my loadout. I would be pretty unhappy with it, personally. Really good damage, but when you're a multi, only 300. Like, oh man, look at that. Maybe now, you know, level 10 XP wise, getting 1 health per second out of a 705 HP gap to fill. Gets a bird. Wants to take it. Okay, picks it up. Pop playing on 100% screen shake. You know... Alright, here's a story. Back when I was still a racer, over in Risk Resources, I had this incident. I had no clue how it happened. But there was this Eldo Lemurian that spawned. My screen barely shaked, or I wasn't paying attention or something. And it just absolutely blasted me from behind. I was so tilted, I paused the game, I cranked up the screen shake to like 50%, 60%. And, I mean, it was a sickening experience. I very quickly turned it back down to like 20-something, which was still really high. Because I think I was playing Railgunner and I couldn't even aim after that. But you gotta understand, like, why people would do that, right? Why does Popcore have such a streak? Those elders, they're so sneaky. Gotta have every advantage you can take. There goes the TP, man. You hit a chance shrine, boom. Grove Tender spawns, earthquake. Elder spawns, San Andreas fault line. Right then, right there. Really good attack speed though. Look at the rate of rebar. It's pretty good. Oh. Yep, there we go. It's instant death. Molten Perforator procced off of the lightning. That's gonna be a kill. That's gonna be a shuriken pickup. And oh man, I mean, if you're Popcore right now, you've got healing. Kei's been healing with Left on Daisy and with Monster Teeth. Look at him at full health. No deaths. Feeling pretty good. The Bay Bridge collapses for the Growth Deader chain attack. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that's great shit. I mean, you know, Risk of Rain 2 has a lot of things. It has, you can see supernovas if you turn Bloom on, and have normal blue portals, right? You're not using JP's visual effects mod. Blue portal spawns and half the world goes blind. Teleport your eyes directly into the sun. Kei rerolls and gets another plasma or first plasma shrimp. That's a watch printer. Oh boy. You know what's nice about having plasma shrimp, by the way? Oh, loses the crowbar. Nice. You get a little bit of health, right? So as long as, like, you know, you're not taking too much damage on multi, that's giving you like a 50 health buffer. If you're getting like harassed by wisps slowly, you recharge that health over time, you get it back. You can open stuff slightly faster with Void Cradles. It's like almost a full PSG. And Kei picks up a Leeching Seed. Does not want to recycle it. This must be really feeling desperate for the healing items, clearly. Not any other reason. Popcore gets a Ignition Tank. There you go. Huge value. Done with the TP. He's going to find that Recycler. Or no. The Armor Piercing Round Printer. Huge. He's going to be able to get both the Feather and the Armor Printer. Hopefully doesn't lose the Slug. Right, has a healing drone, Popcore does, and same with Kei for that matter. Found one in the middle of stage 4. Thankfully they spawn there. Right, if this was a Siren's Call, you'd have to get an emergency drone if you want any sort of healing. And here we go, loses pennies, that's a good start. Now, loses fireworks, that's also good, don't care about those. Third is attack speed, not the end of the world, still got plenty of that. I would go for more. I would keep going. I mean, you got 2 Monster Teeth, you got 2 Rusted Key, you got 2 Teddy Bear, you got 2 attack speed. I guess, like, the biggest things you could lose is a Mocha or the Slug, which I kind of feel like you want to gamble on. It's okay to take gambles, not if you're trying to full loot and just win a run or something, but if you're racing and trying to go fast and trying to beat the other guy. It's good stuff. Oh, the drone that you get for healing is literally on spawn. Okay, that's cool. No wonder why Kei was able to find that. The drone is stuck for Kei, though. Kei has to run all the way back as the stupid thing just sits there. He's gonna say, I hate maths, he said. Okay. Well, don't hate math. Hate the stupid game for getting your drone stuck. Alright, had plenty of heal. Okay. Ooh, look out. Okay. Uses the shift to stun the enemy. Rerolls, gets an encrusted key. That's powerful. Right. At any point with your health, by the way, when it comes to opening up Void Cradles, it does not take the first number that you see. Right. Kei says it claims to have 714 health. It's actually 614. Right. See, it says 920 max health right now for Kei. Kei's actual max health that will be taken into consideration from the Void Seed is 920 multiplied by 1.05 because of the 5% health acquired from the Plasma Shrimp. So that would be 92 divided by 2, 46 additional health, 963? I don't even know if I can math. Next, could say safer spaces though. It's going to be good. Popcore without the Recycler. Oh no. Had 3 APR LAs, right? It could be worse. But Popcore, from not having the Recycler, is just straight up going to be missing out on a ATG missile. Right? right, the plasma shrimp that Popcore will eventually get is only going to do half as much damage, which I believe is 40% instead of 80%. So maybe, I don't know, maybe you could find a different ATG down the line, maybe find a different plasma shrimp that Kei doesn't get. Kei gets safer spaces, though, from the Encrusted Key. That was a reroll from Needle Tick, right? Popcore's going to be stuck with, oh, not even the plasma shrimp, I don't think. I think that plasma shrimp is a reroll. That was a Needle Tick from something. I think from walking through the mushroom guts. Was Needle Tick in what, Lysate Cell, I think? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's a really good advantage to have an ignition tank and to have a molten perforator when Kei does not have that. But I mean, Kei found that a watch printer, has 5 watches, has 4 armor piercing rounds, has 2 mochas still. Really, the only thing he's missing out is healing. I mean, at least has slightly better regen with the Leeching Seed. Yeah, it's also a pillar skip. Popcore's at a real huge disadvantage just from not getting the recycler find. And a lot of times in the hosting league here, we haven't really seen too much value from recyclers. A lot of recyclers have been bait, have been not that good. I think we've seen situations where recyclers given, like, I don't know. We've seen, I remember it was Corny, Ken's, and a couple others. I forget who. In week 1, you can find it on YouTube. It's titled Spring Cleaning. But the recycler gave good value early on. And then later down the line, I actually listed and showed on screen all the different rerolls that they could get throughout a run. It like turned a Bottle of Chaos into a Wake of Vulture. And that was it. You got like a band from one of the first rerolls. So sometimes it gives good value, like throughout a run. Sometimes it just kind of F's you over. It's another Safer Spaces reroll. What was that off of? Was that Void Cred? I feel like that's the only thing you'd want to reroll for. Oh, Kei gets a red. It just picks it up. Unfortunate for Kei, wasted the reroll on that Void item. Right, it's not every day you think about looking at a large chest and think, okay, well, I should wait to pick that up. Okay, do not have any other bands, just goes for Void Band, not a bad call. I mean, it could be Plasma Shrimp or Polyloot. Could be really good, just goes for the easy option now, which was the Void Band. Going to be able to keep Mithrix at bay a little bit more, get a little more damage in there. It's okay, it's not too bad. Kei does have a feather and does have 3 safer spaces. There is a technique that you can use with this setup that Kei has that involves beginning the host skip straight from the bridge. Oh man, look at Popcore's damage. Popcore. Oh, that's a hard light afterburner. Oh man. It's awkward to use if you're inside an enemy's hitbox. When you use it, you use all 3 immediately within 1 frame and you get knocked back really far, so you gotta be careful about that. Thankfully, there is a feather for Popcore. Oh man, look at that damage. Popcore's got DPS alright. We'll see what he can do. Obviously needs to finish stage 4 TP. Needs to, I'm assuming, clear the Void Seed and get the garbage from it. Alright, we'll just end up with a Needle Tick and a Lysate Cell, which won't even be picked up. Yeah, Kei, right from the bridge, could just pillar skip with this setup on multi. He doesn't know how to do it. Shame on you, Kei. Maybe he wants to go for soup instead? No. I think he just doesn't know. Okay. So it's going to waste about 40 seconds. Opts to go the slow route. And you can do the skip right from here. You don't have to go all the way up. Yeah, Kei's just going to go... Oh, Kei's going all the way up. Okay. You can actually do the multi-skip just from that position right there. Go up just fine. Oh, Kei does know about it. Uses the shift. And what are you doing? Okay. Wants to kill some stuff, clearly. That's why. Okay, Okay, it's going to go back over. Popcore done with the TP. It's going to use the shift. Don't you have to, like, hold on to your shift until it's like, and use it right as soon as you go up? Or maybe you don't have to do it right as soon as you go up. You've got feather. Just do it from the other position. You don't gotta be... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop being so critical. That's mean to me. Gotta go a little bit more to the right. That's fine. Popcore? What? No way. Oh, come on. Did it have to be such a lame one, too? It's an aspect. The first ever aspect in the hosting league. And I'm not even paying attention. Couldn't have... Come on. Let it be blazing or something cool. But instead, Popcore's got a crown. A crown of shards of ice. And we'll be able to cool down this run a little bit. Why is it only that one? Always is that one. Yep. I mean, hey, it could be worse. It could be a mending aspect. Kei is just frowning. Has not practiced the multi-scope. Which, yeah, I mean, gotta be a little bit more underneath the stage. Gotta go like slightly underneath the island, where it's right there where it like goes black and not black. Right there, you just go underneath. There you go, shift, boom. And you have to do that one more time. This one you have to double shift, I think. The Kei actually should be able to only do one shift with that amount of mobility. Yep, it's gonna be fine. Gets in position, thankfully no more exploders. And gets it, okay. Hold on. Popcore is probably grateful for that little delay. Right, able to catch up a little bit, was able to loot up on stage 4, got the needle tick and ignored the, I believe, lysate cell. Right, doesn't have any ATGs, doesn't have any plasma shrimp. Kei though, I mean, look at that damage. That's without crowbars or anything. Mythic's just getting wrecked. Popcore does have a shift though, the hardlight afterburner. Could be some more chances for some true burning with the molten perforator there. It's a Lepton Daisy, huge giga value. Totally way better than that loser item. The what was it? The oh god, yeah, good stun, run away. Safer spaces. Who needs that? Who needs that when you've got Lepton Daisy? Am I right? Oh, man. Okay. That's not good. That's gonna hurt for Popcore. Nope, it doesn't hurt, because Popcore did have a blast canister ready. We'll have to run away from the Jailer Orb, and there we go. We see a classic Disputed Origin. Take 2. Multi... Oh, use the shift, use the shift. Okay, no, you're just dead. Oh, use the feather. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Whoa. Wow. That is the most smart thing you could do in that situation. Was falling, like the game was about to do 8,000 damage to Popcore on the left right there. But Popcore just uses the feather, was able to jump, right? Wiggled in position where he was able to pull off the jump. And, well, if you know how Risk of Rain works, if you jump, if you do any sort of air stall, your mobility is reset. Hopefully Popcore doesn't make the same mistake of using the transport mode in that position. And while he's going to start the TP fight, Kei is halfway through phase 3, gets through the pizza just fine. Maybe we'll see one more pizza for Kei? Maybe. Depends on the ice or the void band. The void band procs at a proper time. Oh. Nope. It's pizza time. Almost had the timing down there. seeing Bullrug in chat. Do we see a Void Touch boss? Is that a Void Touch parent? Yep, Void Touch grandparent. Nice. Gotta love it. Love to see it. Thankfully, Popcore has a... Ooh, good phase 4 skip, by the way. 4K. Gets the kill. Easy, he says in chat. And it was easy. That was really, actually really sick. That was really cool. I wish I was paying more attention. I saw it, but... Gets the transport mode, phase 4 skip. Like mid-rebar. Hell yeah. Popcore, meanwhile, done with the boss. Just has to charge its stage 5 TP. Will need to do pillars. I think with a loadout like this, having the slug, having the giga value of... Oh, user transport. Okay. Not too much damage from that Void Touched Alpha Construct. Kind of scary. Gets that killed. Nice. Has the Molten Perforator again. Kei missed this. But I think Kei made up for the missed Molten Perforator just by going a lot faster, by printing more armor-piercing rounds, and playing it out well, not getting hit, right, despite not having healing items. Despite only having one Repulsion armor plate. Played a little bit more offensively over defense, and then got the safer spaces from the Recycler pickup. But you know what? Popcore got an aspect, right? That's an accomplishment. That's an achievement. Getting the first ever aspect in the hosting league. I was the first person to ever get an aspect in Risk of Resources. I believe it was a blazing aspect, and I used it to try and reposition 2 different equipments so I could try and get a pillar skip, because this was back in the day where host skip didn't exist, or hadn't been discovered yet, and you had to charge 4 pillars. So I literally spent like 4 minutes trying to get a pillar skip, and I didn't get one and lost that run. I wasn't born yet. I hadn't fully matured with the hosting. I was only using it to die of fall damage. I hadn't yet discovered my true purpose in life. And Kei's gonna finish up. I saw 3411 on the screen. It's so nice having these at like high resolution with only the 2 racers. And Kei is sitting back and relaxing. Kei will win this loadout race overall. Unfortunately for Popcore, it is over. But it's not too late yet, because as long as Popcore can finish this run without conceding, he will get in second place, and will get 3 points added to the leaderboard. Right, just needs a completion. Oh, there we go. Frost King right there. Frost Relic has the ice aspect. It's perfect. It was meant to be, some would say. Sees the Void Band. Has an ice band. Considering about picking it up or not. A lot of the racers always talk about how good of an item it is. Can't quite figure out if they're trolling or not. And there we go. 33:48 is the final time with loading removed. So we'll go ahead and put that in. 33:48. Well, here we go. It's up. And we go to the standings. Here we go. 2 points. 4K. So those are the final standings, but again, it's not over yet. Popcore just needs to finish before... Oh, time to complete, not 33:48. What am I thinking? That's the time that Kei got. 73:48 is the time for Popcore. Oh, Popcore did pick up the Void Band. I feel like if this was like a needle tick build or like a bleed build with nail gun or something, I could see some value from Void Band. With the Royal Capacitor though, you probably want to keep the Ice Band. Ooh. Okay, Glacial's cool. Okay, come on. I mean, I guess if you lost the Ice Band, you might as well. Oh, okay. It's gonna go for an equipment drone. Good call. It's helpful. Maybe not exactly the biggest time save, but it is a healing device that will be dropped off for Popcore during the Mithrix fight, assuming it can make it there. Right, still has to do pillars, and Popcore's still looking for some form of pillar skip, right? Popcore has to do pillars here. It's going to take, well, I would say maybe like 5 minutes. Maybe a little bit less, assuming what, I don't think I remember what pillars were on Kei's screen when he was trying. I know there was a mass pillar. There we go, there's another Mocha. Mocha's a way to skip pillars from multi, just from having high attack speed. But that, again, requires nail gun. This is double rebar. You know, I just realized something. If you have the equipment drone, and this is a far-fetched, like, absurd technique for a time save. You take an equipment drone with you. You've got the healing thing. It dies on phase 3, and you have an equipment drone on the ground. Now you get your ice drone, and you try to have it so that it dies, and then Mithrix gets hit by the ice circle, and gets executed by freeze. And then you kill him so much sooner. It's a so far-fetched idea. If it happens, I don't know what I will do. Popcore trying to get an easy money from a combat shrine, ends up getting Elder Lemurian, the glacial variety, and decides, nope, I'm out. Never do the pillars that makes you old. Yeah. You go to the pillars that makes you old, you come out 10 years older. I did it once. And now suddenly I don't think Among Us is very funny. Could you do that with Engie? You could very much do that with Engie. Ice aspect with Engineer is actually pretty sick. You could technically also do it with the equipment drone. But it's one shot and there's next to no chance that drone's actually going to be on top of Mithrix when it dies. Like, it has to be hovering on him mid-pizza. It would be so hype if it happened. Right, and well, I mean, Popcore has until 73:48 to pull that off. Right, Popcore hasn't died yet. Again, very good. There's a reason why Popcore isn't like in the 20th seed, 22nd, 23rd seed. And Popcore can finish runs. We've seen that in the past. It's definitely a more safer, a more safe of a racer. And right, is strafing around enemies, moving horizontal to them, making sure they can't get a good shot or a good lock on. Just doing that with a quail in inventory. What other movement speed is there? I see like 4 Mochas. Is that it? Oh, taking some shots. Look out. Thankfully has double, or has Hoku Feather, double jump. Just from double jumping, like, people always talk about going in circles. Just from double jumping, it's essentially going in a circle. Because you're not moving vertical to an enemy anymore if you're going and jumping a bunch. Or they have to reposition their aim whenever you jump a bunch. Just a feather alone. It's so good. It's so good. Now what's even better than that, though, is having a feather and going horizontal to the enemy, right? Trying to get those circles going. The Popcore miss Feather Printer? No. Just one. Just like Kei has one. Both racers got Feather from the printer. Yeah, look at that damage. Are those fire orbs just like exploding on the perfected golem? Oh, oh jeez. I was just talking about jumping in circle, double jumping being super good. It is good. But then the enemies like get underneath you and suddenly you're not moving. They don't have to readjust their aiming. And hey, look, rusted box hiding. Come on, be like a leeching seed or a harvester scythe. Nope, no healing. We are now watching the Raymond Daniels No Healing Challenge with 1 slug and 1 left on Daisy. So maybe not quite the No Healing Challenge. And there's some healing challenge. It's fine though. It's just a theory, it's just a concept. There are no strict rules. Oh man, I just realized it's a lot of needle tick here. It's actually doing something. This is what happens when you have 2 needle tick. Oh, I just realized why Kei ended up re-rolling that needle tick when he had the chance, and then ended up getting stuck with Frost Relic and the Void Band. Right, if you open though, or right, could have gotten a what's it called? Encrusted key. Can I not speak English? I can't. Chat, I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. English is not my native language. It is, I don't know. My native language is being unable to speak. Oh yeah, popcorn with no watches. I guess that's kind of a good thing though. I mean, maybe all these enemies would be dead right now? Right, didn't print the watches on stage 5. Right, we know that Kei got those. Was that on stage 4? It might have been a stage 4 thing. Stage 4 or 5. But, I mean, already went really low in health at 61 curse, would have been without them. Has 3 focus crystals, right? That's something that Kei didn't have. And with the Hard Light Afterburner, getting those, like, that triple ram, and then proccing a Molten Perforator, proccing one of the sticky bombs, could be good. Popcorn really struggling to ping that. Finally pings the bottled chaos. Nicely done. Here come the Molten Perforators. Look at the damage. Lots of damage. Boom, annihilated. I saw 6 fire damage on that at one point. Pretty cool. Oh, there was 2? Okay. I'm gonna say this. A lot of people go for Blood Shrines. And Blood Shrines, they're the fastest. They only take 10 seconds to do. Right? No other shrine takes that long. I believe these take 30 seconds. Same time that a Soul Pillar takes. But these are next to soups. These aren't right next to a pillar, or not a pillar, a vent. Right, one of the vents that leads you to the Mythrix fight, which is the main downside of these. Right, that's the upside that Mass and Soul have, is that once you get done with them, you don't have to travel. Obviously, Mass, you do 1 Mass pillar and you age 50 years. Since they take 60 seconds to do of being inside, and it's often the time that you have to run out of the pillar. And there's also a bunch of walls and stuff, and the golems just shoot the walls and they deal giga splash damage to you anyway, and then you just die, or take 500 curse doing Mass pillar. Ooh, here comes the ram. Good ram. Enemy is stabilized. Oh, that's actually interesting. With the Void Seed, or Void Band. Right, you stabilize the enemy. It's unable to move. And then you get your other rams in and other hits. Maybe throw in a capacitor shot. And then the Molten Perforators can come down and deal damage. And maybe get a sticky bomb in there. And design built pillars are straight up the best. Blood pillars, you're kind of stuck in this arena, right? Enemies don't fall off a map. There's no cover, really. I mean, there's kind of cover, but it's not very good cover. There's no real way for the enemies to just jump off a cliff, right? Once they're in the blood pillar area, they don't leave. Unless they're wisps. The wisps will follow you anywhere you go. Here we go, we get to see Popcorn. Enters the Mythrix arena at 46:42. We know in real time that's about 13 minutes slower than Kei, but has no deaths, can still afford plenty of death. Can die maybe by Maybe 5 deaths. Depends on the damage of the fight. Could definitely die 4 times, though. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Get that shift going. Get that void band going. Void band into shift. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Go, 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 go. Go. Mithrix is going to go up. Now's your chance. Oh, there we go. When Mithrix gets to 75% health, he stops attacking. And he just stands still sometimes for a few seconds. So if you're ever going to, like, get some giga damage on him, it's just super free. Alright, Mithrix not going up. There we go. Right, we saw Void Band stalling Mithrix by 4 or 5 seconds there. That was good. Almost got hit by that shockwave there. Used the shift to avoid it. Oh, man, I know it's hard to, like, figure out Mithrix. It took me thousands of hours to really, like, memorize his attack patterns to the exact detail. But there's a lot of, like, chances here, right? When you have a Hardlight Afterburner, when you have 3 Focus Crystals. Right now, obviously, Popcore doesn't know that Kei's already finished, and all he has to do is just not die. He'll be fine. But, right, if things were a little more tight, if this was like a 1-to-1 second ratio, where it's like Kei is right there, a huge advantage that Popcore would have would just be able to get Mithrix prone from those void bands, to get Mithrix standing still after his attack right before he goes up. And it takes hundreds of hours really to get it down, but if you can figure out Mithrix's attack patterns, you can use your shifts so much more and get super value from it. So, yeah, I'm not going to count it against. It's something I'm hopeful for. Lunar Chimera. Handling it pretty well, right? Avoiding these wisps, able to use those charges from the shift. Getting in those lightning shots. Getting super far away, out of bounds, or out of range from the wisps, unable to reach him. You can just kind of hold R, or control in this case, hold M1, hold control. All the wisps will die, and once the wisps die, it's just down to the exploders that are, oh god, vertically moving. Gotta really look out for those exploders, right? The second they line up with you, those things move fast. The second they move, get in line, it's just triple hit, triple hit, triple hit. Each triple shot does like 400 health to you. And they'll get you quick. Especially when their shots converge. You just get insta-popped. There goes Popcore. There goes the Molten Perforator shots. You can see the chunks of the Lunar Chimera health going down. And deathless right now is Popcore, who is getting ready for Phase 3 and doesn't just... I mean, look, we got 23 minutes on the clock. Could afford to die 3 times, 4 times comfortably. Or 4 times, 3 times comfortably. And, oh, there's a shockwave. Gets delayed, though, by that pillar. And does not get hurt. Very nice. Making good use of that equipment drone as well. Right, we saw some... oh, jeez, this is bad. I used the feather there. Maybe pull out the old capacitor. There we go. Nice. Got to see some huge Molten Perforator value. Wow. Okay. Oh, jeez, but now a hit from Mithrix. Come on, you can do it deathless. You're doing so good. Oh, he's going fast, though. It's going to be a hammer swing. Okay, good. Time for damage. Damage phase, lightning phase. Sneaks it in, but thinks about the lightning a little bit too much, and some needles come out. There's this weird thing with Mithrix. If you stand too close to Mithrix, he'll start dashing. Randomly. Oh, and there's a death right before pizza. This is not good. I mean, if you are gonna die, right? I mean, you know. There is a way to execute Mithrix. With that glacial... Oh, jeez. Oh, stupid. The freaking equipment drone decides to to replace the caffeinator somewhere else. Literally 1 frame before usage. Yeah, just play pizza really close. Not for any particular reason, just in case something bad happens, right? You always want to be up close to Mithrix during pizza. Oh, Mithrix is just getting wrecked. So many enemies are being hit right now. So many of them. And as all of them are getting hit, that's multiple enemies rocking. Molten Perforator rocking Sticky Bomb. And we saw a ton of damage just get dealt to Mithrix right there. Now, you could either use yourself, or you can use your drone. But you gotta be careful not to take a hit from pizza. You do have one-shot protection. It's a very rare thing to see. Oh my god. I don't know if Popcorn's looking for the equipment drone. It almost looks like he's looking for something. And just running from Mithrix at the same time. Ooh, that's a doink. That's fine though. Mithrix normally would have gone up by now, is instead being stalled, goes for another attack, and goes up now. See, right there was like 5 or 6 seconds that Mithrix did not go back to the center of the arena. If you're trying to play fast, Void Band can help you out with that. Oh, man. Takes another death. I wanted to see it happen. Oh, God. Is it going to happen again? Is it going to happen again? Oh, man. I mean, I don't want you to die, but... Nope. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. Phase 4. At 63 minutes, cannot die twice. If Popcorn dies twice before Mithrix... Okay, just at least get a lightning off, you're gonna die. Oh, no. You cannot die one more time. If you die once, it's over. Don't get Void Banded. You gotta play it smart. You gotta play it safe. Avoid those needle take shots. Yeah. Feathers back. One needle take isn't gonna do anything. You're okay. You're okay. You got not even a curse. Oh, there it is. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see a completion. Does Popcorn get in second place? The answer is yes. Popcorn's gonna be able to finish up 4 minutes. With some time to spare, right? Takes 3 deaths. Takes a lot longer than Kei to finish the run, but... Nope, takes a bad portal. Is going to be able to finish, doesn't get any points, but again, gets a completion, and completions are great, right? It's something that's not going to end up as a DNF, which is one of the tiebreakers, but also means there's a placement. The run is done. Popcore will get in second for this loadout race. GG's. Man. I kind of wanted to see, like, if there was going to be any deaths. If I saw an ice execution on Mithrix, dude, that would have been sick. That would have been clutch. Would have saved a couple minutes, too. Right? It's not a +5, it's a +3. We'll call it. Yeah, from Kei failing the host skip. I think, I mean, it didn't take Kei 3 minutes to do it. Right? I'll have to go back and look. But that fail on the pillar skip, that fail on the host skip, might have cost, I mean, not so much as a cost for Kei. Kei still gets the max points and is able to finish the run just a little bit more on the average time. But I mean, you know, there's Popcorn getting another second place. Hopefully it doesn't come back to haunt down the line. Yeah, based on the Mithrix death time, that is true. Banned for Murph. Popcorn says in chat at the end. Yeah, not a bad idea. I kind of liked it. I like the idea of picking up the Void Band. I just wish that I saw a little bit of shift usage with the Focus Crystal. But hey, I'm still watching that, VLC. What are you doing? Get that traffic cone out of here. All right, before we end this, I wanna look. All right, it's gonna be okay. Bit rating. Bit rating through the world. Thought the idea was aspect inting. Yeah, aspect inting or throwing it on the equipment drone, right? Would be the non-hint answer. It would have been hilarious. And if with the void band you keep Mithrix at bay, right? The K's done at this point. Like 33-minute mark. Okay, so it's around here, right? And right here. So where K's at, right from here, you can actually, if you have a feather, or if you have 3 safer spaces, you can straight up just launch yourself over there. And you have to like look a little bit to the right of a loop. You get launched out. You go up, you use your feather, or you have 3 safer spaces, and then you just immediately use that as your first jump. You go back underneath the spot that K was going. You go for 2. You go for 3, and you're on the arena. You're fighting Mithrix. Could have saved some time, but I mean, K's at 26 minutes right here. From there, I mean, we'll say like normally could have taken. Like I think K could have been in the Mithrix arena by 26:20, but we'll speed ahead. Instead of 26:20, we're looking at like 29. So about a 2.5 minute. 2.5 minutes. Not like another. Okay, well, I'm gonna focus on one thing. All right, I'm gonna focus on the skip, and I'm gonna say that 2.5 minutes would have not been enough time, right? So there had to have been some other things there too. So that did not prevent Popcore from getting the finish. GG's, well played, and thanks for watching this 1v1 between Popcore and K.